Billie and Michael's wedding. Hey!
Now, can everyone hear me? I know there was a few problems down the end. Can you hear? Marvellous. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your patience. My name is Suzanne Langford, and as the celebrant here today, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriage according to the law. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here on behalf of Michael and Billie to this beautiful, amazing place on what promises to be a glorious afternoon, to witness this, their wedding. Now you all know, well most of you know Billie and Michael, so it won't surprise you that they want to start off by saying a few words. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Billie.
Hello everybody. We're not making a speech later on tonight, so we thought we'd say a little bit now. Thank you all so much for making the trek out here. It's really wonderful to have you all out here at our new home. We must admit that we were actually tossing up for a long time whether or not to get married. But once we had this place, we thought it was the perfect way to make you all feel obligated to visit us at least once. And in the end, Michael was just desperate to get all dressed up, so marriage it was. Part of the reason we're unsure about marriage is because we've been living together for the past 5 years. And we've had Jess and Andrew with us for the last 3 years. And we feel like we have a wonderful life together as a family without needing to be married. So for us, like many weddings these days, today is not so much about celebrating a new beginning, but more a celebration of what we already have and what we hope will continue for many more years. Jess and Andrew, sharing your lives and sharing my life with you over the past few years has been the biggest learning experience of my life and one I'm very grateful for. It has taught me so much about myself and about life, and I have come to love you both very much. I can truly say that we are so lucky not only to be sharing 2 lives, but to be sharing 4. And thank you for offering to wash up after dinner tonight. Through my years spent with Michael, I've come to realise that love for me is about building and sharing a life together. I don't believe we were destined to be together. Of course, at first there was affection between us, but my love for Michael and the joy that I get from everyday life just grows and grows with the more responsibilities that we share and the more goals that we set together. I'm just going to fix this. I have loved living with Michael in Sydney and looking after our 2 dogs and our chooks. And when Jess and Andrew came to live with us, the logistics of running the house and living as a family of 4 just made it more enjoyable when it worked. I feel like Michael is my teammate in life, and nothing is more challenging or fun than building a good one together. I'm so excited to move here to our farm and embark on so many new projects with Michael, making our family bigger and developing a productive farm. I don't want to think that what we have is destined or meant to be, because I want to acknowledge it as something that we are building together and something that I am choosing. Though I believe life is full of possibilities, this life with Michael is the one that I'm choosing.
G'day everyone. Thanks again for coming out. Today I'm going to give us some reflections on what is love. Being the romantic person I am, you know. There are many theories on what love is or what constitutes love. People have spent countless hours hypothesising, theorising, rationalising and romanticising, but there's still no answer. Some will tell you that it's tangible, others intangible. It could be spiritual, mystical, cosmical, of this world or out of this world. It may be at first sight, destined or arranged. Perhaps it's just different for everyone. I certainly don't have an answer to the question, nor do I want to force my views on you. I won't need to anyway, because you will adopt them, because I'm right. So let me start by saying that I've always hated romantic comedies. The idea that someone could make you just so happy always seemed false to me. Feelings like that don't really exist, do they? How could you be so mad with somebody 1 minute and then chase them into an impossible situation the next because you can't be without them? Well, a couple of years ago, suddenly these movies started to seem fun. They no longer felt like an impossible idea. Happiness like that really does exist. So does the frustration. How can someone make you so mad, and why is the only thing worse than that anger the frustration of being without them? I've never believed in the one. It does seem a statistically challenging notion. How and where do you find the one? There are 7 billion of us. Can there really only be one? Assuming there is only one, what are the odds of actually finding them? Lots of people are nice. Surely one of them will do. Some people think love's 1 in a million. Well, if that's the case, then I've got 7,000 to choose from. Better odds, but I don't think the 700 women will like me, let alone 7,000. And in fact, as a teenager, I was pretty hard-pressed getting one girl interested. Despite all of this, there is only one woman for me. I don't want to be with anyone else, and I don't know how it works, but I do know that it does. A wise man once said to me that the secret to happiness with marriage was lots of time apart. He was a wise man because he was very good with a chainsaw, and he taught me how to cut and fell trees. Nothing I do is as satisfying as it could be unless Billie's there. Happy moments, sad moments, and everything in between. This farm and our new lifestyle is all about being together and sharing experience with our current and future family. And that's love. Nothing hurts me more or makes me feel more vulnerable. And no one else enriches my life more or makes it more worth living.
These 2 lovely people are getting married today because it was the only way to get you here, and Michael wanted to dress up. But of course, there is something a little bit deeper than that. And this wedding doesn't signal the start of a relationship because it has been built over the last 5 years. But it does signal something very important. Billie and Michael share a dream, and they have the courage to live it. This farm, here where we gather today, is where they are choosing to sink their roots and to lay their hearth. It is the place they've chosen to make a home for themselves, the family they are now, and the family they will be. So in a very real way, having you all here today to witness this public proclamation of their love and commitment to one another through a marriage here is a way of consecrating their chosen home and their future life, of saying proudly and boldly, here we will settle, and here we will make our life. And the love and support that you all bring by being here today will remain and continue to give warmth to their hearts and to their home for a long time to come. So, without further ado, Billie, Michael, before you are joined in matrimony in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. So if you still want to do it, we're ready. I will now invite you to speak your hearts and make your vows.
So one back. Michael, everything in my life is more enjoyable because I have you to share it with. I love your humour, your determination, your thoughtfulness and the dreams we share, and I choose to spend this life with you. And so I call upon everyone present here to witness that I, Billie Scout Johnston, take you, Michael Stephen Blewett, to be my lawful wedded husband. I promise to love you through perfect times and the merely fabulous times. I promise to try to go easy on you when I'm teaching you a new card game and to play with you for the rest of my life. I promise to never follow a recipe faithfully, even though it is usually to the detriment of the meal. But I always want to be the one to cook you dinner and make you lunch. I promise that when I come to you with endless, crazy and improbable ideas, I will listen to your advice and occasionally take it. I promise to always love and respect you, despite your love of melancholy music, and even when you tuck your socks into your thermals for bed. I'm thankful that you're always there for me when I cry, whether it be because I'm sad or happy, stressed, overwhelmed, worried, proud of the kids at soccer, or after a scary children's movie. And I promise to always be here for you whenever you need me. I'm so overwhelmingly glad that we're here today getting married, because I feel I will love you until I'm extinct.
Billie, you are beautiful, caring, smart and funny. Every day I feel challenged by you. You make me want to work harder, to be smarter, to be a better partner, father and lover. My life is better for having you in it, and I want to be the person you deserve to have. I call upon everybody present here to witness that I, Michael Stephen Blewett, take you, Billie Scout Johnston, to be my lawful wedded wife. I promise I will stay fit and eat healthily so that I'm strong and healthy for years to come. I promise you can always pick the movie and eat the last piece of chocolate. I promise I'll always warm the bed for you and try not to complain about your icy feet in winter. I promise I'll start every crazy project we undertake, and I might even finish a few. I'll keep most of my clothes off the floor and possibly wash some. I'll make our farm a home with you, and I'll be the father of your children and love you forever.
Now, Michael and Billie have chosen to exchange rings as a symbol and a reminder of these vows that they've made. So, Andrew, could we please have the rings?
Michael, this ring I give you, it is my personal gift, my promise of love and trust, and pride that you are my husband.
Billie, this ring I give you, it is my personal gift, my promise of love and trust, and pride that you are my wife. You better do that. There we go, time.
Well done. Michael and Billie, you've made your vows before us all here and exchanged those rings that signify your abiding love and commitment. It therefore gives me great pleasure, by the authority vested in me, to pronounce you husband and wife. Please. Please now have the proud mothers who are going to come and witness to this fact, and Andrew, who has the ultimate responsibility of holding the documents. Well done, Andrew. During this time, please take a moment to enjoy Tim Minchin expounding on the nature and beauty of love.
This next song is a love song. I wrote to redress this myth that love happens at first sight, or that it's better if it happens at first sight. I don't think that thing that happens at first sight. Love creeps up on you. So, This is a song about that creepy up. You grew on me like a tumor, and you spread to me like malignant melanoma. And now you're in my heart. I should have cut you out back at the start. And now I'm afraid there's no cure for me, no dose of emotional chemotherapy can halt my pathetic decline. Should have had you removed back when you were benign. I picked you up like a virus, like meningococcal meningitis. Now I can't feel my leg.
We didn't.
Together. Can't get out of bed. And I left you too late to risk an operation. There's no chance at all of a clean amputation. The successful removal of you would probably kill me too. You grew on me like carcinoma, crept up on me like untreated glaucoma. I find it hard to see, but this untreated glimpse of you has blinded me. And I should have consulted my local physician. I'm stuck now forever with this tunnel vision. My periphery is through. Wherever I look now, all I see is you. When we first met, you seemed fickle and shallow, but my all was known.
We appear to have had enough of that song. Fair enough. Yes, literally. Thank you. Well, thank you for your patience. Okay. Billie and Michael have now signed their lives away, and they're officially married, so you don't need your mother anymore. That's marvellous. Shortly, I'm going to invite you all to come down and say hello, congratulations, during which time that wonderful band, the Faraway Eyes, will be playing a final song for us. And then Michael and Billie, they'll stay up here for about 15 minutes, then they're going to go off and have some photos taken, and they'll rejoin you all down in the marquee. But first, on behalf of all of us, I'd like to extend our love and a blessing. Michael, Billie, Jessica, and Andrew, may this your home be a haven of warmth and comfort for you and those who love you throughout the years to come. May the sun shine, the rain pour, the farm prosper, and your love for one another continue to grow as strong and tall and fruitful as the trees you will plant. Thank you for inviting us all to be present here on this special day. It is my great pleasure to formally present to you Michael and Billie, husband and wife. Come on! No, they're not infectious. Please come on down.
See you after. You didn't build this house?
No, it wasn't.
No, when we left there, it was not like this. Yeah, blessed. Absolutely so lucky. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Yes. Ready down there. Thanks so much for coming. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very
cabin there? Or
Yeah, cabin.
There's the marquee.
I'm talking about Shoshana, how she looked like your mother on the video years album, laying on benches or
We're finding
laying
a
there.
cool place.
And there was
We went into a boys' locker room in the school because it was just so hot outside and they had to wait.
You find